Guys, it's Dawn here. So I'm giving you an update on my Insta360 setup right now. It is 4:13 in the morning. I haven't slept much, but I don't feel like sleeping. So I was working on this instead. On the ride, there was, you could see something over here. And before I had the wires running down because I didn't have the proper cable. So now I have the proper cable. This is a short double right angle flat cable, and I ran it this way because the cable's too long. If I flip this around and have this be on the top, right, so then I'll have a lot of flappy line, extra line. I wanted to be able to have this screen facing forward, even though I can't see that screen very well in the sun. My OCD, I want this side to be up. Plus, when I do it this way, then the line actually runs very nicely. I secured it here with some hot glue, because hot glue is easily removable and it's strong, and that will eliminate the possibility of it flapping around in the wind and getting you're able to see it in the footage, right? I aligned everything up a little bit better this way so that it'll be invisible. And then I secured what I could secure with some hot glue. Let's see. Oh, and then the case. The silicone one kept popping off. And what I had done was heat it up and try to mold it, and that worked, but I know the great thing about silicone is it goes back to its original shape. So after a few days, which was yesterday, it went back to its original shape, and then it was like popping off again. And then I got it home. I didn't lose it. I got it home, and now I can't find it anymore. And I have a suspicion that my chocolate lab puppy, Lacey, stole it, and it's probably either dead or in her tummy right now, unfortunately. So what I did instead, but I mean, I guess it wasn't working that great anyway, so I won't mourn its loss too much. Instead, I sewed up this thing, followed your guys' advice about magnet, and I doubled up. So one layer of neoprene doesn't seem very protective, but 2 layers actually does. So this was actually version 1 of my little thing. I just made a shorty to cover up the lens, and then it didn't stay on all that well, so then I made a longer one which stayed on better, but it needed the security down here. And so I just stuck the shorty in there and then sewed him up, and actually that's really nice. And okay, the magnet, I've been struggling with this magnet, and it looks all gross over here because my sewing machine is vintage, all steel, and so that magnet was just grabbing on everything, and I know I should have hand sewn it and all that stuff, but I don't know, once it gets to the end of a project, I start losing patience, and I'm just like, whatever. And I used my super duper strong neodymium magnets, and I didn't use the small ones. I used the big ones. So it's like super duper strong. Oh God, stop it. Okay, there, they're separated. So yeah, it's this size. I had smaller ones, but then they were like so teeny tiny, and I was like, oh God, because oh, you know what? Anyways, it's a prototype. If I have to change it, I can't. But look how strong this magnet is. It's like totally gripping just fine through my fingers. So, anyways, it's ouch. Other than the magnets being super strong. Oh, stay. Remember, I got one hand. One hand is holding the camera. I'm not using a all right, I'm not using a tripod thingy. All right, so you stick it in, and then it automatically closes up, and it closes up tight. So I got security. Oh wait, now it's all wonky because, oh jeez. But anyways, it's secure. It's not going anywhere, and it's pretty protected, and I'm feeling good. Remember, I have the clear lens cover over the actual lens, and then 2 layers of neoprene on the top, and then this on the bottom, and it looks reasonably pretty too. I know I can't sew very well. I'm not a seamstress. I got into collecting and repairing and what's it called when you repair and you I can't think right now. You make it look all nice again, and you make you fix it and you like make it all better. So I was doing all that with vintage sewing machines and vintage typewriters. I got into that, and I didn't know how to sew. I was just fascinated with all the inner workings of these vintage machines. That's how I got into it. And but in order to test to make sure that I did it all right, then I understand how it works and what it does, and so I can reasonably sew something together real quick. But yeah, the actual sewing part is not my interest, other than that I can like quickly make up something. So here is that GPS remote, the new one with the 1 button. This one actually worked really well. The only problem is that the battery lasts about an hour. Like, Melody, one of my Telegram friends, she rigged up something. So this is a charge port. It's a USB-C, and I think she rigged up something to go into here. So she has, I think she hot glued or something, power bank like this, but circular or some, I don't remember what she did. So it's a screw that'll screw into here, and then you hot glue that to like the back of here or something, and then you can run the cable from here to there, and it will all kind of be integrated like into the selfie stick like that. I think that was something like her idea. Otherwise, somehow attach a small power bank to run this GPS. So that's an idea. What are this? I think I have smaller power banks, but I think the other small ones I have are flat. And these are smaller in the other dimensions. So I don't know. I pulled these out and I charged them up to be able to maybe rig something up. I don't know. There's lots of little projects and things to think about. But this one is not reconnecting automatically. But I don't know if it's something that I'm doing wrong. But otherwise, it's working really well. When it does work, it connects up quickly, and then it's reliable, and the button works, and I really, really like it. So I think this was definitely a good buy. But it just, to reconnect, sometimes, I don't know, takes a little while, and it should reconnect automatically, and it's not. I have to manually tell it to reconnect. But there you go. If I'm able to get this open, then it's a quick, oh no, don't stick to my camera. There. Then that's a quick and easy way to get this out. But much cleaner look. So I am happy with this. I'll test it out later on today when the sun comes up and I can go right again. All right, there you go. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.